There's a movement online that claims to wake men up. But what if the so-called truth that you are swallowing is just another lie in disguise? Today I'm gonna expose 5 red pill lies that are keeping men broken, bitter, and blind to real growth. Let's unlearn them one by one. Let's go. Number 1. Women only love men for their resources. This is one of the most repeated lies in the red pill space. They'll say hypergamy is real. Women just want money, status, and power. And you know what? There's a partial truth here, but not the whole truth. Yes, some women are materialistic. We can't go around that. But so are some men, even Christian men. True love isn't based on status. It's based on character, integrity, and presence. If all women wanted were resources, broke, loyal husband wouldn't exist. Stop assuming every woman is a gold digger. This is also killing your own success with women when you're dating. And start becoming a man that's worth love. Not one who just earns a paycheck and thinks that that's all they have to do for a woman. The Bible calls us to lead our woman in love, just like Christ loved the church. Lie number 2, high-value men sleep with many women. Oh man, when people believe this, I go crazy. This lie is destroying the definition of manhood. A man isn't high value if he can get a dozen of women in a month. That's not value. Real value comes from discipline, purpose, wisdom, and strength. Think about this. The most powerful, godly, and focused men in history weren't womanizers. They were men of conviction. And sleeping around doesn't make you valuable. It shows you're just controlled by lust and not by purpose. And lust is destroying those men's lives. They think that all the best thing that they can do in their life is chase women and get them into bed and do all the filthy stuff that the Bible is trying to warn us from. And they end up heartbroken or they end up insecure. They stop believing in love. It's because they were on the wrong path. And I don't have respect for such people that are just sleeping around and thinking that getting as many women as possible is the best way to go to get confidence and to, all this stuff that Red Pill teaches. I have respect for the man that has control over his own urges, of his own desires. A man that can control himself. Someone that's doing semen retention. Someone that is not only in this space but with everything in life. Going to the gym, habits, discipline. Someone who's disciplined and has morals and values. I respect that man. And so do women. When they meet a man that has morals and values and that is a strong man. And if the woman is high value as well, she's going to appreciate that high value man. Because both the women and the men, they control themselves and they have discipline. And they have waited for each other. So let's go to number 3. Monogamy is unnatural for men. Red Pill gurus, like the Fresh and Fit podcast and all that garbage, they say that men are wired to spread their seed. They use biology to excuse cheating, lack of commitment, and a broken view of relationships. But here's the reality. Just because something is natural doesn't make it right. Anger is natural, jealousy is natural, but maturity is mastering what's natural for the sake of something greater. Monogamy requires strength, lust is easy, and self-control builds a legacy. And stop saying that it's unnatural. Start training your heart to love deeply and purely. Lie number 4 is vulnerability makes you weak as a man. The red pill space tells men to never show emotion, never open up, or keep everything inside. And let me tell you this is going to destroy your relationship or your marriage if you're in one. Because a good relationship or marriage is built on trust and love. And you have a commitment that you will be with each other for life. And if you show emotion when something bad happens or you're angry, it's fine, but don't say that you're a weak man for doing those things. The strongest men cry. And I'm not telling you to cry every single time something bad happens. No, of course not. That's going to make your wife resent you if you're going to do that always. But if once in a while you're letting something out, you're being vulnerable, this should make your relationship or marriage even better because you trust her and she can sense that you trust her. As I said, don't be emotional for every single little thing because that's just your wife's gonna lose attraction or your girlfriend is gonna lose attraction because a man, of course, should be the rock and should be strong. And once in a while, it's okay to let it out, True masculinity is about facing your struggles. Lie number 5 is you must become cold and emotionless in life. And this is the big lie that breeds toxic masculinity. The idea that the most ruthless, emotionless, and stoic you are, the successful you're gonna be. But ask yourself, do you want to win or become hollow? Life is more than dominance. It's about purpose, love, and legacy. You don't need to become cold, you need to become clear. I've seen so many videos of those red pill people telling, you have to wait 1 hour to respond to that woman or else she blah blah blah, or you have to act this way. Bro, be yourself. You need to be clear and direct in your communication as a man. That's what a man does. If you're going to participate in all these games some women play out of emotions, because those things happen out of emotion, you're not a real man. You can't act out of your emotions. You need to use your logic. If someone texts you and you're there to reply. Don't play those stupid games of waiting, and you know that. And me personally, when I was being myself and talking to women very direct and clear with what I wanted, the good women would respond well. They would appreciate that I was direct and clear about my intentions. And it also has saved me a lot of headache, because when a woman wasn't attracted to me or she didn't want to continue with me, she would just communicate to me and tell me, because I was also being direct and clear. Being a man in today's world isn't about being the alpha male or sleeping around, hiding your pain. It's rising above all these lies and living in truth. The truth shall set you free. God didn't call you to manipulate, but to lead. Not to seduce, but to serve. So those are the 5 things that you should unlearn. Thanks for watching. If you want to join the Discord with fellow brothers and sisters in Christ, links in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.